You tuned in to the 7-day theory. Hard body, hard spirit. What up, my people? Hard body, hard spirit. Check this. David Anthony Burke confessed on camera from the same live stream where David apologized for the odor that was in his house that we know was Celeste Rivas's decomposing body. In this clip that's now going viral, you hear Neo, David, and another woman, a grown adult woman named Celeste, talk about Celeste Rivas Hernandez. They're speaking about Celeste. Listen closely, read the subtitles and listen closely because they're speaking in the background. But the subtitles are there. Slow it down, pause it, whatever you got to do. I'm going to play it for you right now. Read the subtitles though.
It's kind of giving Harley Quinn.
Okay.
Aw, cute.
I like it. And then, wait, we do this. Stickers.
Stalkers. Oh.
Doesn't know. Where's the body glitter?
We gotta be USA to out.
Where's the body glitter from Claire's?
Bro, body glitter from Claire's is crazy.
Okay, clear glitter or
Okay, chat. I'm gonna show you guys my face makeup.
The evidence against David at this point is overwhelming. Just like the DA said in that press conference, it's not one smoking gun. It's the totality of everything put together that when you look and research and study this evidence, right, you can come to no other conclusion other than David unalived Celeste Rivas Hernandez. RIP to her, condolences to her family. But when think about this is from the same live stream, right? Because at this point, this is I want to say this is either a week or a month or something like that after he unalived Celeste. They're in his home. They're doing a live stream. The girl that's in front of the camera, I think her name's Sakura. She's a live streamer. They all collabed together and did a live stream at David's house while Celeste was in his front trunk. And his car is parked inside the garage. It's not parked on a driveway. It's parked inside of the garage, and the garage is also like a gaming area. So she's in the house, in the car that's in the house. That smell is going throughout the whole house. The smell of a decomposing body is something that if you smell it, you're gonna know what it is. And it's very potent. There's no covering it up. There's no amount of air freshener, no amount of cologne that you can spray that is going to cover up that smell. Now that clip was from the live stream where nobody said anything, right? But you know when you do something and you know other people, even though they're not speaking about it, you know other people can notice it. So David just comes out and he says, because he probably can sense, he can probably feel, and he himself is smelling the odor. So if he smells it, he knows his guests are smelling it too. So out of nowhere, randomly, David says, "Oh, I'm sorry about the smell in here, y'all. I took a shit 2 hours ago." I ain't never heard of a shit that stunk for 2 hours. Right? Now, other people broke this down and said the bathroom where they're at, right there filming, and in the other clip of him apologizing, the bathroom is right above the garage port where the car is, where Celeste's body is. Right, they're right above it, right? That's how close they are to her body. So he comes out, he apologizes. Now, this second clip. Now think about that. Celeste's body is in the house, in the car that's parked inside the house. The adult Celeste, when they go off camera, they go to a different room. I don't know what room they went into. She says, "Tell me." Obviously, they were already talking about Celeste at some point. I don't know if it was on stream or if it was another day or earlier that day or just privately amongst themselves. But they were talking about Celeste. Because she says, the first thing she says, as soon as they get off camera, she says, tell me more about Celeste. And David's response to that, if you was listening, his response was, oh shit. His response was, oh shit. Right? Like he really don't know what to say because he knows that she's not alive and he's the cause of that. So, and then they say something else and she says, you killed her? She said, yeah, you unalived her? And Neo says, yeah, me and David. Now, a lot of people are making, and that is a big point of what he said. Now, was he actually joking? Because he didn't want to say, oh yeah, he didn't want to be like a snitch and be like, well, David unalived her, right? Because then you would look like you're pointing out something that he did. But sometimes what we'll put ourselves in a situation that we didn't have nothing to do with, just to make the other person comfortable and not make it look like we're snitching or judging them, right? So he could have actually been involved with it and said, yeah, me and David unalived her. He could have definitely mean that. Or he could have been joking and trying to take the heat off of David and saying, yeah, well, me and David did it, even though he knows it was David. But for sure, what we know from that statement alone, Neo knows. And if you take that with what he said when he got questioned at the Supreme Court, the Supreme Court hearing, wherever, when they were questioning witnesses and they arrested Neo and he had to go in for questioning. A little bit after that, he put out messages talking about justice for Celeste and how he wants justice for her and pretty much what he was saying F David now. I'm working with the police, right? That's what it sounded like. So I believe he is going to be one of the key witnesses. I believe David, in my opinion, I believe David definitely told him about what happened. And possibly he could have been involved in either the unaliving or the dismount. He could have been a part of some part of it. But for sure, he knew about it. David is too, like, he revels in people knowing what he did because he liked what he did. He was thinking about what he did for years. This wasn't a crime of passion. This was something that he liked to do, right? That he wanted to do, and he felt joy in the fact that he did this thing. In my opinion. Now, she was like, "Oh, yeah, you killed her." They said, "Yeah, me and David." And then she's like, "Well, like, describe her." She's telling them to describe her, and they said something we couldn't hear, and then she said, "Who, them, and there?" And then they were like, he was like, "You already crossed her." He said, "You already crossed her, bro," meaning you already went past her. And then she said, "In there." Now, we can't see if she's pointing down to the garage. We can't see where she's pointing to. We don't know if she's saying in that bathroom, and we can't see what she's doing, right? Obviously, she's off camera. But she says, "In there." And she's talking about a specific place. And she gasped when he said, "You already crossed her." She said, "Huh?" She gasped. And she said, "In there?" And he said, "Especially in there." And then she said, "What?" She said, "What? I'm close." She said, what'd she say? She said something. I'm close to her. A question. She's saying, she framed it as a question. She said, "I'm close to her?" Question mark. Asking a question. And they're like, yeah, you're close. It's like when you're telling somebody, "Oh yeah, you're hot, you're hot. Yeah, you're right there. You're right by him." This is what they're talking about. This was on Nancy Grace. Nancy Grace didn't catch it. She did not catch the part where she said she thought that Celeste was saying, "I'm close to her, like I look like her, like I look close to her." No, you have to understand what they were saying beforehand. They're talking about a deceased girl that a couple seconds earlier they had already established that they unalived her. Neo and David said that to Celeste. They had just said that we unalived her. And then he said, "You just crossed her," right? So now they're speaking of somebody that's dead. And he said, he just told her, "You just crossed her. You're close to her." I'm close to her. And you can hear the surprise and the kind of fear in her voice and how she gasped and how she's saying it. It's like she's really surprised. And it's like she's hearing somebody tell on themselves pretty much and saying something that's crazy as hell, talking about unaliving somebody. And they're talking about it like it's like they're ordering lunch, or like they're telling somebody what they did at work yesterday. This is how they talking about this. Look, like, this might be the most damning, the most damning piece of evidence. If this even, well, in the public opinion, yeah, this is evidence. But as far as if that makes it in a trial, I don't know. I can't tell you if it goes to trial, if that evidence right there makes it in a trial. But when you know all the facts that occurred, and now they're having a situation, we know that Celeste's body is in the front trunk in his car that's parked in the house that they're at. She asked, tell me more about Celeste. Oh, we unalived her. You unalived her? Yeah, you just walked past her. I'm close to her? What? He literally confessed. He literally told her where Celeste's body was at that exact moment in time. He told her that's like. And the sick part is these people knew Celeste. They were around Celeste. And then all of a sudden Celeste is gone and nobody says nothing. Nobody, not a, hey, where's Celeste at? Hey, David, you was around Celeste like every day. Where'd she go? Like, nobody cared, not even that much, to even say to David, where's Celeste at? And now y'all are literally ignoring every red flag popping up. Y'all at his house smelling the odors of a decomposing body. And you're asking about the girl, but you don't say nothing to police. You don't say nothing to nobody. A child, and you know this girl is a child. They knew. People around him knew. There's audio of his manager asking David, "You still dating that minor?" There's pictures of Celeste sitting right next to his mom and brother. His mom and brother. He took her to Houston to meet his family. The ignorance and the lack of care that these people had for this girl, when they knew that this situation was wrong all the way around. They knew that. In their hearts, they knew that. And they ignored it and they didn't care. Not even his parents. His parents allowed it. You think if my grown child, I got 4 kids, my grown kid can never come to me and say, hey, you're going to meet my new girlfriend. She's 13. She ain't coming over here. I'm not meeting her. And matter of fact, you better start talking to her. What are you talking about? Like, it's sad. It's sad. It's really sad. And if you look at, also I want to talk about because I've been ever since her body was found, I've been looking into this case, and you can tell that David, the reason why people, and he just had a court date, they pushed his prelim back to like next month sometime, like June 29th. And then like June 15th or 17th or something like that for another court hearing right before the prelim. But they said in court he looked carefree. He was like winking and smiling at his attorney. Like he just looked like he didn't care. Like he was just waiting in line at the DMV and shit. Like nothing. Like he just didn't care. No remorse. No nothing. He was relaxed. All that, right? Because we're talking about a psychopathic narcissist. This man, in all his music, all his art, and everything he said, he literally said on Discord, they have the messages. He said, I watch gore to desensitize myself to the wrong things. So, and he said at one point, I started watching it so much that I just laugh at the videos. Now, gore is people being unalived on camera. He said he watched that purposely to get rid of all his empathy. He has no empathy. He purposely got rid of his own empathy. Something humans, we need that. That's how we care about people, how we love people, how we forgive people. Like, we need empathy, right? If you don't have empathy, then you're going to be a psychopath like what David is. Now, will you go on to be homicidal? I don't know, but you definitely will care a lot less about people if you don't have empathy. He was thinking. I mean, it's in his music videos. He has music videos, animated ones of him cutting up and stabbing a girl that looks exactly like Celeste. Supposedly supposed to be his alter ego, Tommy, which is him. But I believe he was thinking about doing this crime. He wanted to do this crime, and he reveled in the fact that for the time that he was out before people discovered her body, he was really celebratory in the fact that he was happy in the fact that he thought he got away with it, right? At least for that time. Because if you look at all his little Instagram after the April 23rd is when he unalived her. He's got a lot of TikToks and Instagram reels and stories that are public now that people have been dissecting, and in each one of those, it feels a little bit different. After April 23rd, he it's almost like he's celebratory. It's like when somebody does something and they do a crime and they get away with it. It's almost like a kid going na na boo boo, like look what I did, and y'all don't even know. Y'all can't even catch me. I did this horrible thing and y'all don't even know about it. And the fact that all his TikToks and Instagrams, he really is celebratory. He's like happy in a different way that none of his other TikToks were like that before this date, before he did this crime. He was reveling in the fact of what he did because he wanted to do it, and he took enjoyment out of it. Just like he took enjoyment out of watching them gore videos, this is something he wanted to do. Sick, evil, twisted, demented individual. And I hope they find him guilty and they lock him up or fry him. Either way would suffice. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. 7 Day. Keep your head up and your eyes open. Shout out to John Paul. I'm out.
You're now listening to the 7 Day